So hello and welcome back to my channel. I just finished recently listening to Daisy Jones and the Six on Audible, and you know, my mom read the book and it wasn't her favorite book ever, and I've seen people suggest listening to the audiobook, so I decided to give the audiobook a chance, and I was not super engaged as much as I expected to be or wanted to be. It started off pretty strong, honestly. I will say it started off strong. The way that I know that it wasn't engaging me is that I just finished listening to Crescent City, which is over 20 hours, and I was able to finish that within a few days, and Daisy Jones and the Six is much shorter, and that it took me longer to get through the audiobook. So why am I watching the show? I've been seeing a lot of people watching it and doing commentaries, reactions, and I'm interested. I am interested. Here we go. She's perfect though. The person that they casted for Daisy, she's perfect though. That is how I would imagine her. The 1970s is such a specific time. I feel like the 20th century had the most... I feel like the 20th century has the most differences in each decade. If you look at, other past centuries, I just feel like the 20th century was very specific in each decade, and they were all so different. If you look at the 18th century, for example, and from the beginning of the 18th century to the end, there's a variation, of course, in style of dress and everything, but it's kind of like beginning of 18th century was big, poofy, and towards the end it just kind of simplified, but it wasn't super different. I feel like the 20th century just if you look at the beginning of the 20th century till the end, so different. I don't know. I wish somebody who's a scholar or academic or something can corroborate or challenge what I said. I don't know. It's just my perception of the 20th century, I guess.
100 miles between me and the place I call my home. Do you ever shut up?
And yet.
That's so mean. Was she like that in the book? I don't recall.
But mankind.
Oh yeah, she doesn't wear a bra. That's her thing.
I always dreamed of something different.
He's kind of fine. Not even kinda, he is. But the actor, I don't care about Billy. I really don't care about any of the characters. I liked Karen, actually. I did like Karen. Did I? Maybe it's just because Judy Greer read for her and I like her.
I said I would listen, maybe give him some pointers.
They're terrible. They have to start somewhere, though. Aren't they missing a person, though? I think I remember they left out Pete. The 70s. They're inside at a wedding reception, and there's people just
There you go, asshole.
I don't remember that either. I think that the dad didn't didn't know who they were. This is so different. I mean, nah. Can't even see my shirt. I decided to wear this shirt because it has nothing to do with the 70s, but it felt it's 70s adjacent because it has a hippie vibe, I thought, because there's animals on a rainbow and it says explore together. So
these are private. You don't just come into somebody's room and go through their things.
Mom, are they any good, or?
You're a pretty girl, Margaret.
So you don't know who I am?
Should I?
Well, I'm in a band.
Cool.
That would be me. She's so pretty.
You tell me. It's the first time I'm using it.
He does look a little at least older than I kind of envisioned him to be.
Was this before or after I spent all my money on this van?
I know. I'm sorry. It's just...
Please don't do this. All right, not now. Not when things are starting to happen.
What do you mean just starting to happen?
Dude, we opened for the winners on Thursday, and that's just the beginning.
This is a real opportunity.
So is this.
Billy, I know this is your dream, man, but just because you want something to happen doesn't mean it's going to. Do you really think that there's a future here?
As an aspiring author, well, yeah, as an aspiring writer, hearing stuff like that, I just want to like live in my fantasy bubble. I want to pretend that I will be, you know, like the biggest author on the planet. I just want to believe that. I don't want to be brought down to earth.
Well, see, I took a Benny to wake up this morning, so then if I just have the coffee, I'll be way too amped. Hence the champagne, and I call it an up and down.
It's funny. I'm gonna use that in a script one day.
What makes you think that I'm not gonna use that in a something one day?
What did I say?
What did you said I'm your fucking muse. Like what? I'm just inspiration for your next great idea.
Yeah, what is wrong with that?
I'm not interested in being anybody's muse, Gary, okay? Not yours, not anybody's.
I didn't mean it like
I'm
that.
not the muse, okay? I'm the somebody.
Period.
Okay, you're the somebody. Got it. You're the somebody.
Yeah. Condescending as fuck. I liked how it happened in the book better. She said, I think I'm paraphrasing because I wrote it in my notes app, but she said, I'm not a muse, I am the somebody. End of fucking story. And I was like, period, bitch. Okay. Episode 2. So far, I'm enjoying this. I'm gonna be honest. So far, I'm enjoying this. I think that the way that the book is written, it is kind of set up for something like this. It reads almost more like a script, I think that's why it translated better to the audiobook, even though I still wasn't like super into it. But it's like a screenplay. It's like people reading out like a screenplay or something. Like I think it does work better.
Rod, hey. It's Billy Dunn.
Is he wearing pants? Okay, he is wearing pants. Okay, good.
Obviously, we need gigs.
Yeah, on the strip if possible.
The whiskey, the troubadour.
Yeah, and a place to stay.
Yeah, I mean, we pulled our savings together, but it's not much.
We're probably gonna need some money.
I mean, just to get us off the ground, you know?
And Teddy Price to produce us. That's
would
really
be huge.
important.
Can't be that easy.
Are you a bunch of fucking idiots?
Guys, burning. Guys, burning.
Does she have an accent? I didn't hear an accent the first time that she spoke.
It's okay.
What were you saying?
Why does she have an accent? I'm so confused. And like, they're really like playing into the whole Fleetwood Mac thing. Are they for real?
You can promise that the boat won't sink, but
wait a minute.
You can promise that the boat won't sink, but
What? Wait, girl, do you even know the lyrics?
What about the 6?
But there's 5 of us, though.
Well, if you had Pete, then you would be 6. So, I don't even mean to be like that person, like, this didn't happen in the book, this didn't happen in the book, but it's just like, I can't help but compare. But I'm pretty sure that Daisy didn't have any, like, formal training. I think that's what Karen said. Like, she was just, like, a singer and she wrote songs, but she wasn't... I don't think she played the piano. She definitely didn't play the guitar. Was that, like, really so amazing? I mean, I'm sorry, but, like... That wasn't like earth-shaking. I mean, he was cute, but like...
What do I need you for?
Well, I just like what I heard. And I think with a little bit of my help, I could take you to the next step. And all you need is some shaping, and you can...
Shaping?
Yeah, girl. You're not perfect.
What? Teddy fucking Price just walked in behind you. Right there.
Teddy Price?
Yeah, he just went in there behind you. Give me the shit.
Give me the shit. I don't know. I'm liking the characters a little more in the show.
Kinda good tonight.
Yeah, good, but not great. I mean, my voice cracked during Flip the Switch. Eddie's chasing Warren on time every damn song.
He's hot. Is she drinking alcohol? That's very 70s if she's like pregnant and drinking alcohol.
Shit. Who the fuck is that?
My wife? My pregnant wife?
You two been covering for him this whole time, yeah? Fuck you! Fuck you!
Kenny? What the fuck did you guys do?
What did you do? It's your fault.
What the fuck do you think you're doing, Billy? What the fuck is wrong with you? If you think that I'm gonna let you ruin our life, my life, I don't give a fuck what you do until this baby comes. But when it does, you are gonna show up for me. Look at me! You are gonna show up for me, for this child, and you're gonna keep showing up for the rest of your goddamn life. Do you understand? Do you understand? Clean yourself.
She went, yeah, wow. I feel like, I don't know, that scene again, like in the book, Camilla was much more, at least it was read that she was obviously upset, but she was calm. I feel like the way Camilla tells Billy to like get his act together is stronger in the book. Also, I'm gonna take this time to say that Billy, like, what is so great about him? Like, what is so great about him that, first off, I know like Camilla's predicament, she's a wife, she's pregnant, she wants a father for her children, so that's one thing. But like, what is so great about Billy that he's got like 2 women that are, you know, in love with him? I don't know. I don't get it. Who is he? What does he do other than be in a band and be annoying?
Thank you, San Diego!
Like, we're not in San Diego, we're in Phoenix.
Plans have changed. Camilla's had the baby, Billy. It's your daughter. Come on.
That's sad.
Come on.
That's really sad. He played that really well.
Look, we're gonna find somebody, all right?
You think? Guys like your brother, Graham, they don't exactly grow on trees.
What's so great about him? For real. What is so great about him? Like,
But are you still gonna be called the 6? I mean, there's 4 of you now.
and there was 5.
Makes it even funnier, doesn't it?
So, everything's just back to normal with you guys? You know, just like that?
Okay, I've been getting like weird vibes. Are they trying to make it seem like he is in love with her?
I'd like to play something for you, if you're open to it. I understand if you're not.
We're not.
He's an ass, apparently.
Hey, baby.
Oh, God.
That's your song.
I wrote a song about hope, survival, the perseverance of love. And she turned it into this celebration of doubt, uncertainty.
Billy is so pretentious. That's like, he's pretentious. Like, after listening to the book and stuff, like, and then now watching this, I'm like, yeah, he's just so pretentious.
Does anyone know what these are?
$600 went a real long way in those days.
Okay, yeah, so like, I don't know, I forget when this is exactly, but like, at least 1975, that has a purchasing power, like $600 now today is like a little over $3,000, so.
Daisy Jones, everyone!
And that was the part she was supposed to get off the stage.
That was the part she was supposed to get the fuck off the stage, bitch. She stayed on stage.
Is that? That's my voice. I'm gonna fucking kill him, Daisy.
They can't just use your voice. That's bullshit.
I could have just sat on his lap for maybe 2 more minutes, you know, maybe that wouldn't have... I know, it's just that... Maybe I just need to get out of here. I'm going to New York. I told you what that woman said at the party. It's...
That woman. I had this moment when I was up on stage with Billy Dunn and the rest of them. And for 25 minutes, I was the happiest that I'd ever been. And that's what I see in your face every time that woman calls you on the phone.
Okay, Daisy's a much better character in this show. She's also a better friend because what's her name? Simone was like always concerned for Daisy, always like checking in on her and taking care of her, and it didn't seem like Daisy ever reciprocated, honestly. So it's nice to see, like, in this show, the way that they do their friendship, like, it actually looks like an equal friendship, and Daisy's as supportive. Daisy's just seems like less kind of she seems more like a free spirit in this, and still a bit self-absorbed, but not quite as much. I couldn't even figure out why Simone was friends with Daisy, because, like, what did she ever do for her? I don't know.
I had the #1 song in the country, and not a single person that I wanted to celebrate with.
Hey! Oh my god. Girl!
Here.
Wow, I am so angry. I want to know, when will I ever not have problems when I'm trying to do something like this, because I watched the first 4 episodes and it didn't record, so, but I'm just gonna keep going, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna watch the 5th episode and then figure out what to do with the other. Okay, anyway, horrible, terrible. Okay, 5th episode. I've lost my will.
Love is the drug, got a hook on me. Oh, catch that buzz. Love is the drug I'm thinking of.
Girl.
Well, Daisy, the great news is we actually have, 13 songs for the album, so yeah. I mean, why don't we play some, and then you can have a listen, see if you feel strongly about any of them, or, want to add anything,
I mean, can you imagine?
I could not have been nicer. Play the new one for Daisy.
Let me guess, it's about your wife in the rain.
Oh my God. I think it was called She's the Storm. Seriously.
Can I ask you a question?
Be my guest.
Why are you so obsessed with your wife?
What?
I met Camilla, she's great, but why can't you write a song about anything else? Are you afraid she's gonna leave you, or do you feel like you're not good enough for her? What's the thing that...
Daisy.
Did you do something wrong?
Daisy.
Yeah, it is interesting, and she brings up pause. She brings up a very good point, I think, where they talk about it in the book too, that Billy, like, replaces his addiction with other things, and it's just, I'm not saying that he's, like, addicted to his wife necessarily, but he's definitely, like, the type of personality that needs to be, like, focused in on something, or else he, like, goes off the rails, I guess you can say. And I don't know, I think that personally for me, when I listened to the book, it didn't feel like it went deep enough, but I think that you can do a deep dive on the characters as, like, an analysis, and kind of create, like, a headcanon, so to speak. And I think with Billy, he's just obsessed with, like, wanting to be, like, a good dad, a good father. I'm not saying that he didn't love Camilla. I think he does love her. He did love her. I think with Billy, it's very complicated. I also think that I think that Camilla gave him, like, a lot of opportunities and chances, because if it was, like, another type of person, like, in real life, I mean, it might not have worked out. Like, she might have left him. So I don't know. But not saying he didn't love Camilla. I think he does love her, but there's something with him, like wanting to, like, prove that he can, like, be a good husband and a good father. And I think it's more than just about like the writing the music about her and all that stuff. I think it's more than just like he's in love with his wife. I think it's like this need and feeling and want to like be dedicated and devoted to like prove something. I don't know. Yeah, so the recording of this, like the filming of this video and everything was just kind of like a mess. When I was watching the show, the screen recorder stopped recording. I've grown up watching like YouTube, you know, from like kind of the very beginning, and so many YouTubers I used to watch would be like, I lost a clip, and I'd be like, how do you lose clips, you know? Well, there was a huge chunk of like the final episode that like my reaction like I just didn't have, and there was also a joke that I'm a little bummed about that I left out, but that was somewhere around like the 3rd or 4th or maybe even 2nd episode, and I made like a chancla joke. Like I have no idea where it went, so yeah, it was kind of a mess, but hopefully you enjoyed watching. And I also lost my conclusion, so that's why I'm doing this, or my outro. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and goodbye. Oh, I will be watching the next 5 episodes soon. Yeah, so goodbye.
Hear the thunder far off beyond the trees, earthly spirits